Hamas, a top Hamas political official, just told the Associated Press this morning that the terror government is willing to agree to a truce of 5 years or more with Israel, and that it would lay down its weapons and convert to a political party if an independent political Palestinian state is established along the pre-1967 borders, and as well as giving a right of return to Palestinians. These comments came from Khalil al-Hayya in an interview Wednesday. This comes amid a stalemate in months of ceasefire talks, and at face value amount to a complete overturning of Hamas's own charter, which calls for armed struggle only until the total destruction of Israel. It's extremely unlikely that Israel would even consider such a scenario or such negotiations.
They have not destroyed more than 20% of Hamas capabilities, neither human nor in the field. If they can't finish Hamas off, what is the solution? The solution is to go to consensus. We have repeatedly offered the establishment of a fully sovereign Palestinian state in the West Bank and Gaza, and the return of refugees in accordance with the international resolutions that have emerged in this regard. We will live in a state and establish and agree on a ceasefire and a truce of 5 years or more in order to live in security.
So, Shiri, complete misdirection or sign of absolute desperation?
I don't know, but if I was an Israeli leader, what I would do, I would say, hey, that's fine. Convene the Hamas Council, Shura Council, and change your charter and put the ball in their court. If they are willing to change their charter completely, I think we should definitely consider it. Maybe they have finally understood that violence is not the way. I highly doubt it, but that's why I should think the ball is in their court. They can lay their arms down. We're still seeing rockets fired into Israeli towns every day. And I don't believe they've given up violence, but hey, let's test it. Let's take it to their councils and have them change their charter, and we'll see.
And what sort of guarantees would we need to see on the ground, physically, changes that would make it even feasible that this would be consideration?
Laying down their arms, giving away all their ammunition, all the rockets, everything. There's much to do. Change, I think we can't continue and where we're heading without changing textbooks. The textbook, the education system. Let's educate about the Holocaust. Just last week there was an Israeli reporter in one of the news channels who grew up in East Jerusalem, and he studied he tells the story of his life. How he didn't learn Hebrew, and then he voluntarily went to study Hebrew, and then he learned about the Holocaust. By then, he only thought it's something that the Jews made up, and that really changed his perception completely of what he's been told of why Jews came here, and that it's all propaganda. He learned that we have actually, there is a UN partition plan, that we have a right to be here. There's a lot of things that we can do, and the Israeli public as well. We need to learn Arabic, and they need to learn Hebrew, and we need to change our education system completely, and de-radicalization and everything that we've been discussing. And I think that's the path. I think that needs to go first.